Okay, I am back with another update to the Salesforce Developer Study Series. This one actually is part one of two in a mini series. Basically, with this one, we're actually going to create a job application in a community builder or a experience builder site. A user will go in and create their own job application. That's going to go through a screen flow, and then the part two, which it won't be in this video but it'll be in the next one, will be the use of change data capture, which is similar to platform events, where change data capture will capture the update, the insert or the update to the job application table and post it over to a DynamoDB database in AWS. So I'll show you how all that is done. It'll be similar to the platform event update that I did last week. And so let's get started. I'll run quickly through the user story. As a recruiter, I would like to give job applicants the ability to apply for a job using a simple form. I would also like to prevent duplicate applicant profiles. Now, what we're going to do to prevent that is we'll go ahead and take a look at the flow. Where is it? Okay, here's the flow. So basically, the flow is, and this is a really scaled down version of what a job application would be, but basically it's first name, last name, email, and job, and email being the unique identifier here. We're going to use that email and we're going to query for matching emails. So basically, if a matching email exists as a contact in the system, then we will use that contact going forward. If it does not exist, then we will create a new contact and therefore create a job application for that new contact. So here is where the decision gets made. If the applicant exists, we just create the job application with the existing applicant. If the applicant or contact does not exist, we'll create the contact, and then as you can see here, we will use the contact ID from the create contact in the previous step. We added some fault paths. I mean, likely I would have some screens here to give an idea of what the error was, and maybe give some direction, give some directives about which way the user should go and how they should fix it, fix their application. But for this purpose, I just put fault paths here just to stay in line with best practice. Then at the end, we have a submission screen, just gives confirmation that the application was submitted. So let's take a peek at the experience site. This is the back end of the experience builder site. Basically, you go into your org, you go to setup, and you enable digital experiences, and then you have the ability to create the experience site. And it's basically a drag and drop for the most part, but it has a lot of powerful features. And here I just use a flow, and you can control the flow's permissions. But in this case, I actually just gave it system-wide permissions for the purpose of the demo, but you can restrict the permissions. You can restrict certain values and things like that from the flow for the purpose of, for purpose of community. So if you didn't want, the community users to see certain parts of the flow, you can restrict that. So let's go ahead over to, this is the actual site. And this is one I added earlier. Actually, let's do a new one. I was watching Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime, so let's do Jack Ryan at CIA.gov. He's our new applicant, and what was his job in the CIA? He was an analyst. So let's go ahead and look for analysts here. We got analysts. These are pre-existing jobs that are in the system already that show up, and they're populated. And we'll hit next, and it's been submitted. So let's hit finish. Let's go back over to contacts and refresh. All right, you see Jack Ryan's in here. You see the email we just gave him. And look at the related record. Here's the application that he just submitted. All right, so say say Jack Ryan is, say he's like, okay, he's not sure if he is qualified to be an analyst. Maybe he needs to be a junior analyst. So I know for a fact that he is way more qualified than that, but this for fun. Try it again, and this time we're going to use junior analyst. Oops. Hard to type. I got the microphone sitting right here on my computer. All right, junior analyst, and we'll hit next, and then we'll hit finish. So let's go back over to Jack Ryan's record. All right, so junior analyst application was submitted. It was attached to the same contact because the system looked up his email, matched it, and it prevented it from creating a new contact. And now he has 2 applications here that the recruiter can review, and you can see if he's qualified. So that's it. Like I said, this is part 1 of 2. The next part is going to be the demonstration of change data capture, where we monitor these job applications. Oops. Looks like my internet is acting funny. But we'll be watching these job applications, and they will post these updates to the job applications over to a DynamoDB database in my AWS org. So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be part 2 of this whole series, and then maybe even at the end I'll go back through and create another job application. Go look at, create another contact or job application, watch it go through the entire system, and then we'll go see how it ends up in AWS, where it's stored. And AWS could be the back end of a Workday environment. It could be a lot of different things. So that's it, and I will see you in part 2. Thank you very much. Bye.